Questions, I'll get Mr. Mervyn Garrett and your Rita. If you have any questions, please forward to Mervyn Garrett here.
Is there any, you talked about a number of conditions that the province had to meet in order to be in compliance with the Northern Flood Agreement. Is there any admission on the part of the province that they have not fulfilled those conditions, like the environmental cleanup, jobs, and so forth? Or is there disagreement?
We're on a continuous journey to buying out the agreement in order for them to get away from doing all the promises they promised under the Northern Flood Agreement, including shoreline cleanup and the mess that they've created, and providing employment for a lot of our people that are unemployed, the training programs and everything else. So those are the things that we need, and we need to get them in place. They have to be there so that we can start to create jobs for our people, create employment for our people, and create training opportunities for our young people as well.
And the province, do they acknowledge that they have not fulfilled
Well,
those?
the province is the main partner in this case. The hydro is just their baby, so they're feeding off their baby in order for them to continue to survive as a province, and it comes at the expense of the people of the Chickamauga, and our lands and our waters.
Are there people, like, can you talk about illnesses in the community? I mean, how bad is it? Are people, like, are you seeing regularly people getting very sick?
Well, as of today, the count of 1,200 people are diabetics. 1,200 of them, and people. We've lost a lot of people through cancer. A lot of loss of people through heart attacks. All these have been caused by the Hydro Development Project because of the food that we eat, and the animals also have to feed and drink the water from the lakes. And this is our main source of food. And when you start eating that, the ducks, as the elders say, like, they're not the same as they were before. And also the meats that we get from the wild food, it's not the same. You cook it from the water, and the water is polluted, so it's never the same. So it really, really damages the health and our well-being of our people.
Are other communities coming forward? We just heard from the AMC chief. Are you hearing from other communities standing in solidarity?
Yeah, we have a lot of support from across the nation, and as a matter of fact, like, not only in Canada but from the United States as well. Like, we had calls from Colorado and other places that people are really in support, because I think what we're doing is just the right step to moving forward. Like, it's for too many years that we've laid back and seen our lands and our ways of life being destroyed and being taken away from us. We need a future for our children, so our children can also say this is our homeland.
There was a meeting in the community Friday with some government officials. Did you guys hear anything from them? Has there been any moves on their part to work with you since Friday's meeting?
Yeah, they had sent us a letter with their agenda, but this is in our ballpark. So we set the agenda, we set the goals and the objectives. It's these people that want, not what Hydro wants or not what the province wants. It's us.
So you're waiting.
We are the ones that are being affected.
So you're waiting to hear back from them now. You sent them your information, and now you're
We're
waiting.
just waiting for the Premier to call our office and to set up a date with our chief so that they can get the business going once again. Operations of GenPay going at full scale. But so far there was no call yet, so we're just the place remains locked down.
Monday,
just like this place right now.
Monday was supposed to be the show me date. Have they started hooking up any of the houses?
Well, the empty houses have been hooked up. That's one promise that they've so far fulfilled, and some of the houses have been hooked up already. Some others are still on the list, but we hope that they will be gradually get hooked up as well.
Do you know how many homes are without power right now?
I believe there was 287.
What's the last you've heard from anyone from Manitoba Hydro?
We haven't heard much from Manitoba Hydro. In fact, we wanted to hear from them, but they had to force this lockdown on us at 4 o'clock, so we couldn't really have a say and get a chance to talk to them. But the one thing that we don't want is the same old buyout agreements that they're trying to push to us. We don't want them. That's not part of the Northern Flood Agreement. A promise is a promise, and Northern Flood Agreement is a treaty relationship, and we maintain, and we will continue to maintain that relationship.
In the past, when some of those documents were signed, I'm guessing that you still had the INAC structure. There's a difference now in the actual governance of Pimicikamak. Can you?
There is a huge difference. We're not governed under the Indian Act now. We have our own Pimicikamak laws. We have our election law, our citizenship law, and our governance structure is also different from the Indian Affairs structure. Indian Affairs structure was a control structure. They had their ways. They had the control.
So these negotiations, like it's not, just a group of people at the table. That it's the whole community represented by those council.
Our people are the voice. Our people are the voice. Our people are the government.
How have relations been like with the RCMP? Has there been any? Have they been cooperative in terms of keeping everybody safe, or has there been any conflict?
There is no conflict at all. This process is a peaceful demonstration. There's no violence, nothing involved. The RCMP presence was there at all times, and they knew, and we told them what our purpose was, and they recognized and understood our process. So we thank them for that.
Who's running GenPeg right now? There's some Hydro employees in there?
There's a couple of, I believe there's about 5 employees at the generating station. Only, manning the operation of the control structures, the mechanical and the engineering in that area. But if they do change, there's supposed to be a change of shift, but I don't know if it happened yet because we haven't heard anything. But they're free to go. If they want to go, they can go. We have our own people in Pimicikamak, and that can run and operate a generating station.
How long do you think this is going to continue?
Well, we waited 40 years for the implementation, and I think we can wait another 40 years or so, but we are here. We are here to stay. We are here to stay. Could be forever, but we're willing to stay. The ball is in their hands now. If they want to open up the lock, we will accompany them. Our chief will accompany the premier, open the lock for that complex. In good faith.